My name's Anita Skipper, and I'm the founder and executive producer of Forest City Fights Back. I knew that Canada would start to be doing things with their A-list talents, but I wanted to focus on our local community. Forest City Fights Back is a way to encourage, unite, and support the community of London, but by also showcasing our local talent and bringing in recognizable faces and also showing community members and those on the front line.
Anita had reached out to me 3 weeks ago. The concept of the idea was kind of just at the starting stages, and she said, "Are you interested in being involved?" And I said, "Yeah, it sounds like a great project." And one of the things when I rebranded the company, I was like, I wanted to focus on community initiatives, and that's a big part of giving back. So it just seemed like it fit all of the values that I have, and it was for a good cause, and it was fun. I knew that going to do a music video, it's always fun regardless of whatever it is, and when you do something like this with so many artists, it's going to be a great time.
Anita approached me and was wondering if I wanted to do a similar track like the Lean On Me or something like that, just to get community involvement on the COVID thing. I said, of course. It does give you that sense of like, we're in this together, and it immediately for me makes it more emotional. People connect to artists that they can relate to. And if you put 20 of them in a room, you've just increased your chances for people relating to a song.
I have a lot of friends that are in the music industry. My husband's in the music industry, and I just knew that they were in a spot where their whole world was changing, but they wanted to be able to contribute in some way too.
I think it's a wonderful cause. We're in this together, and we want to put out a message of togetherness and community, and that we're all stronger as a unit together. So this project, I think, encapsulates that perfectly, and I couldn't be happier to be a part of that.
The fight song, when I heard the song, I was really interested in it. I haven't sung pop songs in a really long time, so it was a challenge to learn it, and it was just really fun to get back to a project and have something to learn.
It wasn't until probably early April till everything started getting canceled, where my world, everyone in the music community's world really shook that, wow, this isn't going to happen, and it's not going to happen for a long time.
Ontario becomes the second province to declare a state of emergency.
All theaters, including those offering live performances of music, are closed effective immediately.
And today's announcement is an example of what we're seeing across the country.
It's tough. I mean, I went through a 3-day period or a week that I was literally, do I sell all my gear? I'm not a singer. I'm not gonna release new music. This isn't a time for me to write something and record something and release it because I have all this extra time. It's a time that I pick my instrument up and it makes me depressed because I can't play.
I first bounced it off the CEO of Lamond Entertainment to see if she could help support behind the scenes, for one, because I knew I wouldn't be able to do it alone. Then I started talking to people in my network that have companies, and I thought maybe be able to sponsor. I knew I needed money in order to make this bigger than a home video. I thought it would be a lot simpler than where we're at now, for sure. But having a team of professionals has really elevated this, and it's gotten it to the point where it truly reflects my vision, but I never would have been able to do it alone.
Pretty much from the moment Derek approached me, I think within a week, it was rolling. Obviously, I'm super excited about the donation component, where we're doing this for a good cause. So I'm super pumped about that. But the other thing that I'm really pumped about, and I think a lot of people don't realize how many amazing, talented people we have in this community. And I think showing all those people kind of together in one video is unbelievable.
You get a song that's 2.5 minutes and they sing all the way through it, and then you're on to the next artist. Then we did some video stuff with each artist. We asked them to do this mask thing that Andrew came up with, to have them taking off the mask and then kind of tossing it, because a part of this is to push it on social. One of the things that I wanted to do was get some little interviews and some sound bites. After each artist came, it just started to become bigger and bigger and bigger. And then the artists were super pumped to be involved too. They were like, yeah, what can we do to help? Let's try this. And then today, on the last day, we brought in the guitarist and the bass player, and they were able to jam out together.
The process was really fun. The song is a little bit of a challenge to sing, definitely, but it's a really great song, and everybody that was in the room made me feel so comfortable, and we had a lot of fun doing it. And I'm just happy to know that I'm able to be a part of something like this because it's for a great cause.
The fact that a studio is fun to be in is the people that are in that room and the feeling that that studio has. I pride myself on having great teachers that taught me your most important job is making people feel good. You have to make sure that as soon as they walk out of that room, they say, that was the best day I've ever had. They don't say, man, I really crapped the bed or whatever. You know, oh my God, that song was so hard. I want them to leave knowing that, yeah, it was hard, but you did it, you know, and you had a lot of fun doing it. And that's part of the job as a producer, is to make everyone feel comfortable and having fun, still getting the job done though. Great.
Gosh, that was too high.
It's high, it is.
Steam, huh?
You were getting it right into it by the end of it, so we're good.
Seeing the excitement in other people is what touches me the most, because it's not just me feeling like my vision's coming alive, it's that other people are getting so much out of this too. That first artist singing, it just hit me hard.
It's been like an emotional, like long thing coming with her to this. I've seen it because I've been in quarantine with her and doing nothing at home. So I've seen her work morning to night, from when the sun comes up to the sun goes down, working on this project to get it off the ground, and she believes in it, and she believes in charities. This like saved me. Like, I'm like, at least I like picked up my bass and learned the song, and I would do this all my life because I love it, and that's all that really matters, like to be happy, right?
Being involved in a project like this is something that, you know, no one will ever forget. All the artists that came in here are never going to forget their time at EMAC during COVID when they produced this video that hopefully gets shared and people love it, and I think London will love it, and hopefully, you know, people outside of London love it, and it inspires other communities or other cities to do the same thing.
I love the fact that it fights back. Instead of just saying like we're gonna be okay and everything's gonna be all right, it's saying like, no, like we're gonna fight back, and London will be as strong as ever once this whole thing blows over.
And sometimes, like a small boat on an ocean, you're out there all alone, but you're really not. This song just emulates, hey, we're all fighting. You know, no matter if you're rich, you're famous, doesn't matter what we do, we're all in this together, man. We're all fighting, right?
I hope that people feel something when they watch the video, that they feel inspired, that they feel encouraged, that they feel strong, that, you know, as a community of London, that we can fight together to get through this. It's been a beautiful thing, but it's also been very strange having to have social distancing during this time. So letting people in, not being able to shake their hand for being part of this, but guiding them up to the studio. Lights are set up, cameras are ready. This has been a weekend truly that I'll never forget.